Okay. Rotations. That's what we're going to do today, y'all. Okay, so here we go. Get your polo. It's going to help us do rotations. So we're going to start with our shoulders. So the minute, not to worry, my dog went behind the curtain. See, she's back here trying to bury a bone. So if she comes out and the whole thing comes down, well, I'll have to deal with that when it comes. Rotation. So here's a rotation, and here's a rotation. You can do it really good, productive, helpful, or you can keep your own bad habits. So what would your bad habit be in this rotation? Number one, you're just keeping your hands to the side. And when you step forward, you turn your foot back here. So that's a rotation, but I want to do that right now because I want to really emphasize these in the front and the back. Because I'm not just going to step forward. When I put the bar forward like that, this is our warm up. Many of you did not do what I just did. I did this. Do you see my ear, my shoulder, my hip? Many of you who stepped out, you did this. You leaned in, and I don't want you to lean in because we're trying to pull ourselves up away from gravity. This whole class, every time I do a class, it's designed to help you defy gravity because it's trying to pull you down, but you have it within your power and in your choice systems to move correctly. And we are capitalizing on rotation. So whereas we've done a forward to backward step a lot, now I have a bar in my hand. I'm rotating my shoulders. Okay, we're just going to do it a few times. And then I'm going to rotate this way and this way. And I'm going to rotate this way and come back. And I'm going to turn my bar, bring my knee up, rotate around and down. And some of you, I know, have arthritis. This is my replaced joint. This is my replaced knee. I understand it. However, when you start to rotate your hip, your knee, your foot through its full range, you're helping yourself. You're not helping yourself when you don't do it in alignment. So always breathe. So go step and around as you rotate your bar forward. So these kind of multitasking moves are excellent for your brain as well as your locomotion. Okay, you get used to doing things together. So I might do this. See, for somebody who really has a hard time with balancing and doing multi things, I might just do this. And you can do that. And you can do that and just step forward because this is a normal sequence of motion. But see, when I go and put the rotation of the hip right here, see, I come in, I come all the way around, I rotate, and then I put my foot down, facing this way. See that? And I keep my arm rotation going. Okay, that gets a little more dicey. Yeah, see, I'm going to come up, I'm going to turn, and if you have a catch, if you have arthritis in your hip, in your knee, in your ankle, anywhere, it's going to talk to you. Well, don't listen too much. No, I don't want you to move through pain. However, I do want you to move. So see how I did that? See, I'm rotating, rotating, rotating. And you should notice something here. Whenever I come like this, I'm not flaring my elbows, okay? And so as I rotate through the shoulders, breathe in through your nose, out through your nose if possible. So you're rotating and opening your hip, okay? Big breath in through the nose. Now pull it right back into neutral. You got it? Okay, Rotate, rotate. So it's like rowing a boat, correct? Okay. Keep the rowing going. Do not bring your shoulders up. Keep your shoulders tucked down. Keep your knees soft. My chin is tucked in, okay? It's not rolled back, it's tucked in. Tight tummy. And I'm gonna rotate. See that? I bring it back in. Then I'm gonna rotate. And I'm gonna bring it back in. I wanna do this several times because number one, I wanna see how my hips rolling. Some of you are so tight in some of your hip structures. It could be your flexors, it could be your extensors, it could be your abductors. And you don't know it until you come into a full rotation. And then you go, oh, that's tight right there. See? And you didn't even know it. Big breath in through the nose. Stay back. How do you stay back? How do you keep from doing this whenever I'm doing all this? You say rib cage up. You know why? Soften your knees and say rib cage up and extend your back. That's what I want. So keep rotating, bring that leg up and around and down. See that? Then come back to neutral stance. Breathing, here I come. Up, around and down. And some of you who are heading for, whether you've hurt your leg or you're heading for an operation, whatever, you could do this whole thing seated. And we're going to do that in just a second. I'm going to do one more on both sides because this is our warm up. So I want to do several. Okay, that's the whole point of repetition right now. It's low level intensity as far as weight, but I'm getting a full rotation on that hip. Yeah, so tight tummy, rib cage up. Here I go. I'm going to come up and out and down and around. So I just keep rowing like that, okay? Big breath. Now, I'm gonna turn my toe out like that. See that? I'm gonna go rotate, rotate. See that? So now my elbow does come up and it goes back. So this one, for instance, would be excellent for somebody who struggles with rounded shoulders. This is just rotating like this, back and forth. My toe is out, my rib cage is up, okay? And whenever I do this, see the elbow? Pull the elbow back, okay? So I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna pull the elbow back. When you pull the elbow back, it opens the whole chest, the whole shoulder. Yeah, don't go too high. Big breath, come back. Big breath, keep your shoulder down. Here we go. Breath, here we go. Breath. And I'm gonna bring that leg in. So I've held that stance for a bit, okay? So now I'm gonna turn this one out. And I feel tightness in this hip. This is my hip replacement side, but this hip feels tight. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, I know. Chrissy's going, I know what that feels like. Okay, see how I'm going like this? And every time I do this, see, I don't stop and point out what I'm doing. But I hope you're noticing that my elbow is pulling back while I keep my chin tucked. Because if you don't keep your chin tucked and you pull back, you just go like this. I don't want you to go like that. So pull that in, soften up your knees. My toe is heading that away, tight tummy. And when I do this, and I pull that elbow back, I keep my chin tucked. I don't want to lean out. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, if possible. It's hard to do it when you're docking, okay? Yeah, I know. Take a big breath. So I don't know about you, but I'm already getting warm. And we just did I just emphasized rotationals, just through these few motions, okay? Okay, one more, and we're gonna hold it back here, right here, hold it back there, tuck in your chin and say rib cage up, drop your shoulders, pull, 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 come down, breathe in. Now go right here and go pull back, keep that chin tucked, yeah, and then come back down. Nice. Now I'm gonna go forwards and backwards. Again, rotationals, see that? And then I'm gonna go turn, and I'm gonna go turn. Now my knees are soft, okay? So that I don't like torque them out funny. I don't wanna stress my knees, but I'm not turning my knees. I'm turning my upper body all the way down into my lower back, okay? And I'm not swinging, I am turning specifically, and my rib cage is up. So it's kind of like I'm digging in right back here. I'm digging in right back here. Keep your shoulders down. Keep your shoulders down. Breathe, breathe, breathe in through the nose. Woo. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Yes. Keep your shoulders down. Keep your knees soft. You should be on all four corners of your feet right now. Really think about what I just said. Some of you are rotating your feet. You're in your heels, you're in your toes, you're gripping with your toes, open your toes, and all four corners of your feet. As we do this gentle rotation, rotation, rotation. Then I'm gonna come through here, I'm gonna take this little pole, and I'm just gonna go right here. I'm gonna rotate, and before I come back up, my toes are forward, and I'm turning here with my shoulders down. And then I come right around, and I go under here, hip hinge, come right here, grab it, and rotate, point to the other side. Drop your shoulders. Some of your shoulders have snuck up around your ears. Breathe in through your nose. Woo! Come back. Here we go. Under. Push your butt back. Grab it with the other hand, and you're pointing that way. Toes are forward. And here we go. Forward. Under the other leg. Rotate to the other hand. Point. Drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. And come back in. Rotations. Now I have my chair right here. See? I have it here for a reason, so I hope you have your chairs there. My dogs are laying here looking at me. Mac is okay so far. Oh, geez. I wouldn't even go into that. Okay. Here's my bar. I'm going to hold it right here. See, I'm rotating from here to here. Okay? And then I'm going to open and then open. Now, what is this supposed to be doing for you? I don't want to ever lift a bar from back here. No, I'm doing this for movement and opening the joints, okay? So your chin tucks, your rib cage goes up, you pull back just a little bit, and you rotate here, and you rotate here, okay? Just like that. And then you bring it back up and around. Now we're going to finish this right here with this rotation. Okay, now you can use the bar. Okay, you can use the bar right here. And do you look what I'm doing? See that? Then I'm going to turn here and I'm going to rotate this way. Now, what should you feel? Okay, when you come with the knee that is down, you should be able to stay upright, and you should lean back a little until you feel a stretch right here, right there. This is so important to do a rotation like this. Now you can do this on the floor, but see, when you come to this point right here, I hope you're getting this. See, when I'm sitting on my chair, I can use my pole or get rid of it if it bothers me. My knee is down, but I'm gonna open. Keep my knee down, but open. Whoa, right here. See all these hip flexors, they're all innervated, attached up into the pelvic and into the lower back. They come up, they cross them over and cross over, and they insert into your back. That's why when you have tight quads or hamstrings, you have sometimes back problems, and you can help yourself by just doing some of these simple moves that I'm doing. See how I lean back? Now I'm coming right here. I'm gonna do that again, rotations. And I can do this on the floor. I'm just doing it here because to save time to get down to the floor. We're not really gonna focus on that today. But I want you to see that you could do this kind of a thing almost anywhere. Just understand that you got to bring your knee in. If you try to do this with your knee way out there, it won't give you the stretch you want. So now I'm going to rotate back. I'm going to keep my chin tucked. I'm going to rotate back, keep my chin tucked, and then come back forward. So I'm going to just hang out there for just a few seconds, and then I come back down. See, I'm on my toe point. I'm going to say rib cage up, and then I'm going to lean back just a little until I feel the stretch. Yeah, this is prepping us. Now we're going to end with some of these very things that we started with, okay? So I'm starting you on your chair, not with the little stepping pad, even though I'm going to get the stepping pad. But I got my bar, so I'm going to come into a rotation again. A sit to stand is nothing but rotations, if you haven't already noticed that. Okay, here we go. Drop your chin. Don't do this when you go to stand up, okay? Keep your chin tucked. Go wide with your feet. Here we go. Down and up. It's a sit to stand. Take a big breath. Then I'm going to push my butt back. I'm going to come down into my heels. I'm going to just sit for a second. Then I'm going to do it again. I'm going to rotate that bar right into here. Now, notice what I'm doing with my elbows. I don't have them way up here. I don't have them like this. Drop your shoulders. Drop your elbow a little. Do a rotation with your arms and sit. Rotations. And I'm pointing out that your joints, many of your joints, but especially your hip and shoulders, are meant to rotate, okay? And where we start moving funny is when we stop losing the ability to rotate properly. Here we go. Breath, could be injury, some kind of a disorder, a musculoskeletal disorder. But if you can move, you keep trying to move. So here we go. Take a big breath. Now here's the thing I want to point out right now. Do this with me. Okay, get ready. We're getting ready to go up. Some of you, when you went to stand up and your little butt left your little chair, you know what you did? You quit breathing. Caught you. That's what slugs do. Okay, are you ready? Breathe in now. And exhale. Rotate. Yes. All four corners of the feet. At first, you go into your heels, and then you come into all four corners. Your knees are soft. Come back down, rotate, breathe in, and rotate, and exhale. Breathe in. Yeah, think about how you're putting pressure. Exhale. Drop your shoulders, drop your shoulders. Breathe in, drop your chin, exhale. Woo. Breathe in. I'm on all four corners of my feet, heels, and then all four corners. So there's a little subtle shifting. Very important that you get that, okay? Breathe in, rotate those shoulders, pull the shoulders down, and the bar goes right under the chin. That will assure that your shoulder blades go in nicely. Breathe in. And breathe in and exhale. So when you go to stand up, you're gonna shift quickly into the heels. Breathe in, heels, then shift to all four corners. Knees are not locked. We're gonna do 3 more. Yes, you heard me. Exhale, drop your shoulders, tight tummy, breathe in. Drop your shoulders, yes. Breathe in, one more. Here we go. And rotate. Yay. Okay, now we're through with the active rotation. And now we're gonna do a passive rotation. Well, what is that? Okay, we've done these many times at school, at the gym. Okay, I can use my bar if I want to share the load, or I can just merely put my hand on my chair, or I can put my hand on the wall or a desk that's not going to move. Okay, so with this one, my knee is soft, and I just kind of do little tiny rotations. See this? So this is passive. I'm not actually contracting much to get this to swing. And here's the caution, and I hope you hear me. When I do this kind of a motion like this, actually it's more safe if you were standing on the little pillow, the little pad. Why? Because it raises you 2 inches. Because sometimes when you get swinging your leg, like I am, you don't know what you're doing, but you like drop a heel or you drop a toe and you catch your leg. And it can be not fun. So if you have trouble doing that, you might want to be standing on the disc. Okay, so I'm shifting, I'm softening my knee, and I got my toe in dorsiflexion. That's number 1. Number 2, my leg is pretty straight. And when I go back, I really try to keep my toe toward the midline. So as you swing this, and see, every time you swing a hip like this, this reminds me of cycling, of swimming. Excellent. These are what's called flossing moves. They work to clean out your joint system. It emits synovial fluid all in those joints. It warms them up. Then I'm gonna take my leg and just do a little kick out. See, it's a little swing out. I shouldn't say kick. I should say swing out, okay? So what is this doing? A, you should feel your supported leg burning a little because we've been on it enough, okay? Yeah, so I wanna load you. So I've already started loading you. You don't do that unless you do 1 single leg stances. And B, you are doing such good work to get your joint up and running. Okay, so here I am. So notice I'm gonna start very low movement, okay? So drop your shoulders, breathing, soft knee, put your pad there if you don't wanna bang your leg. See, my toe is up. I'm staying low. Okay, I'm not going very high. Keep your knees soft. You'll tend to want to lock it. Don't lock your supporting leg. It needs to be soft. Your swinging leg is pretty darn straight. That's why I want to keep your toe up so you don't catch it. And you see, I'm keeping my toe from turning out. Unless you know, and unless you're aware to not do this almost every time you take your leg back, you're going to turn your toe out. Try not to, okay? So you keep your toe up, you keep your tummy super tight, and you almost turn the toe in a little, okay? Now you can go up a little more. Take a breath. Do not bend your back, okay? Do not flex your back is what I want to tell you. Breath, 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 breath. This move is so good for people with hips replaced because see, it forces you to do a low level work and you're doing a work that your hips not used to doing because you get scared going fast. I know it. So it's a very good thing to do. Okay, so now we're gonna get we're gonna get 3 typical lifts in. Then we're gonna go right back to rotations. That's how this today is gonna go. So here's the deal. I'm gonna use weights in my hands and I'm gonna use weights on my ankles. Some of you got ankle weights the other day from me. So I wanna use them, okay? So here I am. I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna put those ankle weights on. I'll do up my pant leg here so that you can see. So what I have is 5-pounders. They're not quite as long as some of y'all's, but the bars in them are very thick. So that's how you judge the weights on an ankle, on an ankle weight. And anytime you get ankle weights, you should always make sure, I mean, I'm sure they're always coming up with new ways to do some of these classic things that we've always used. And let me state again that if you see anybody out walking or running with ankle weights, give them my number. We'll have a conversation. That is not the way you want to use ankle weights. So now I have ankle weights, okay? And I can stand up, I can sit down. I'm not going to do a ton of walking with it, but I can move a little bit. But if I'm going to move with ankle weights on my legs, I'm going to be moving very aware, okay? So now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to get a moderate, kind of a light to moderate weight. So you might say, well, what is that, Jamie? Well, for me, this would be 9, 10, 11, 12. This is a 9 or an 8, okay? So here I am. Take a big deep breath, and all I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna shift, I'm not gonna move anything. I'm gonna do all these in rotations as well and point it out. We've done these before, but you never really thought about it being rotated. So I'm coming right here, and I'm just gonna come right to my elbow, bend, and come down. See that? And so what am I gonna do with my ankle weights? Well, I'm gonna pull, shift, pull, shift. See how I'm just pulling it up? And then I get my bearings, I shift, I do my curl, and I pull my heel to my hip. That's all I'm trying to get you to do right now. See that? I'm just pulling here and I'm pulling here. And I'm not going up high. I just want to lift the heel. I just want to innervate the hamstring and the gluteal. So this is rotations with weights. Yes. Take a breath. Breath into the nose. Just pull a gentle curl. Not even coming up all the way. I'm not even coming up all the way with my heel. I just want to get that up there. And you can see if this is an okay weight for you when you do this kind of a thing too, okay? So you can take bars out of these types of leg weights or put more in or bigger ones in. And I have them. Take a big breath, pull and curl. So this is a pull curl. It's pulling. It's pulling. Okay? Pulling. Keep your knees soft. Pull. Tight tummy. Yes, you can do this. Stay with me. Pull and pull. Breath. Pull and pull. Try to pull carefully, not fast. And come down. Take a big breath. Take a big breath. Take a big breath. Okay, last one. You count at one and. So you're like, that was, no, one and. Okay, take a breath. And then I'm gonna come right here. And I'm just gonna come like this. See that? Before I bring my other leg up, I'm gonna soften my knee, drop my shoulders, get myself set, and then pull that leg up. Now, if you need to put one hand on a wall, on a counter, on a chair, then just put the weight down and do this with one weight at a time. Always safeties first. Okay, so I'm going to do opposites. So I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to go like this. I'm going to bring it down and down. Okay, so I have a 9 pound and a 9 pound, and I have 5 pound and 5 pound. That's what I have here. Okay, so open your feet. Don't curl your toes. Tighten your tummy. Drop your shoulders. Get ready. Okay, this is my challenged side, and I'm trying not to lean, even though I do sometimes, but I'm gonna bring this up, and I'm gonna curl the other side. So I'm gonna come here, and I'm gonna stay in that move. See there? Keep that knee soft, right there. Breath. Breath. So I'm trying to breathe in and out both through my nose. Okay. Don't throw the weight. Squeeze the weight. Keep your knee soft. Some of you want to lock it. Don't do that. Keep your chin tucked. Okay. Shift. Now we're going to come up here, and we're going to come up here. So it's opposite. You got it? Breathing in, breathing out. Bring it up and up. Okay? Up and up. Big breath. Woo! Right there. Stay in it. Try your very best to keep your shoulders level. Meaning, don't drop one versus the other one. Okay? Big breath. Drop your shoulders. Ah. Okay, two more. We can do it. Here we go. One more. Yay. Okay. So that amount, doing it like that, should have done a good job pre-fatiguing, because it was a hammer curl. It was using your big muscles in the front, a little bit of the back, mostly stretching them. But now we're going to put them like this. And we're going to turn, and we're going to come up like this. So there we go. Doing all those rotations. See how I'm turning back? So I'm not going to just keep going into a curl. I want to turn. That's the whole point here. All right. So as I'm doing this, I'm going to turn. I'm going to pull in a straight on bicep curl. Then I'm going to turn like I'm going to do a little hammer curl. But I want you to turn, that little gentle turn with the weights. Really makes you use your forearm differently. It gets that rotation in your wrist. It's not a hard rotation. It's should be a challenging weight, but not like super hard. Bring it back down. Here's my only caution right now. In your stance, when you do this, see, I'm going to turn and it's right here. I'm leaned out. I'm going to stand fully up, squeeze my rear end, and pull. Okay, you tend to right here, many of you start to lose it in your back extensors because you don't keep your rib cage pulled up. Okay, so soften your knees, drop your shoulders, turn, pull, come back, keep your back extended, and go back into the hammer. Okay, so it's a turn, pull, come back down, turn, and touch the thigh. And keep your rib cage pulled up. Here we go. Turn, pull, come back down, turn. Right here. Okay? Now we're going to put these hands right here. We're going to rotate differently. And we've done this move before, but we've got leg weights on. Number one. Number two, I have my hands right here, resisting like that. Okay? Now I'm not pushing hard. I just have them here. See, I'm going to lean, which forces us into single leg stance. See this? So I'm going to keep my knees soft. I'm going to keep my rib cage up. I'm going to keep my shoulders down and in. And I'm going to try to go to the side a little with a leg weight. Ah, yes. Take a breath. Take a breath. Make sure your toe is turned forward. Don't turn your toe up. That would be a mistake. Turn your toe almost in. And by doing this, I call it freewheeling because I'm not holding on to anything. And so what has to give me stability here? Yeah, the supporting leg only. Yeah, and your balance maneuvering that you're doing, all your proprioceptive body moves to keep you here. Okay, take a breath. We're going to release these, then we're going to go to the other side. So we're going to release right there and come back up. We're going to turn. We're going to open our hands, close our hands. Here's the thing. You see what I'm doing? I'm doing rotations. I'm doing all kinds of rotations to the wrists, through the fingers. Act like you're crossing your finger. Try to cross all of them. Open, rotate, squeeze the fist, open, rotate, squeeze the fist. Yeah. So this is a message to gardeners, to writers, to cooks. Take a break with your hands once in a while. They need it. Okay, pull and pull. Okay, and then I'm going to take my toe up, my heel down. I'm not doing fast moving because I have leg weights on. But this is going to give you a great opportunity to stretch through calf gently. See how I'm just doing a hip hinge and pushing back just for a second? And then I push it down, okay? And then I'm going to do it again. I'm going to come forward. Yeah, I still feel that tightness in my calf right there. Who knew that little tiny problem would do that? Oh, here we go. Hip hinge, rib cage up, pull that toe up. And I'm much tighter over here today than I am over here, okay? Okay, that was called an interset. We just took a moment to take a break. There's so many people that if you could just take a break from the computer, from whatever, and just do a walk through, whether you have a door to put your hands on or not, but just pull the hands back, shoulders down, hands back, chin tucked. Check out, take a breath. Do it with the other leg. Step forward. Here we go. Okay, I'm dropping my shoulders. My rib cage is up. Knees are soft. And I'm pushing back. So just act like I'm there, pulling your hands back. Oh my goodness, it just opens up and helps your muscles get that oxygen flush in there. It's just excellent to do. Take a break. Open, close, open, close. Now we're going to go to this side. Here's my medium, light to medium weight right here. Okay, so I'm going to go down. So here's my practice. I'm going to press to the hips, drop my chin, grab them, come right up here. Okie dokie. So here I am. This is my challenge leg to stay on balance. And if I had somebody that I wanted to, let's say I wanted to keep them both hands holding on, I might back you up to a wall and just have you lean into the wall. Yeah, you know, like that chair, I would back you up and have you lean into the chair. Or one weight at a time, put your hand on a chair. Ready? So here I go. I'm going to go out to the side and back in. I'm going to go out to the side and back in. And I might have to tap my toe down several times to get reset. Okay? Keep your knees soft, rib cage up, take it out and in. Okay? Make sure your toes forward are almost turning into your instep. Okay? So I'm just hanging on right here. I'm just hanging on with that weight right there on the side of my leg. Don't turn that hip. Don't do it. Now, if you can do it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times without putting your foot down, that would be great. But if you need to put your foot down or tap it, that's okay. That helps you stay on balance. That's all right. And you're going to have a strong side and a weak side. That's just the way it is. Breath. Breath. Keep your toe forward or in. Breath. Knee is soft. Yeah. Just 2 more. Just 2 more. 1 more. Yes. Okay. Now, I'm going to take these weights. I'm going to put them in my holster. We have our leg weights on, right? So I'm going to utilize that fact. Okay. Here's my chair. See that? I just prepped you for what we're going to do now. Now we don't have to worry so much with our balance. So now we're going to really work these muscles. Okay? So these again are rotations, forms of rotations, forward and back, side to side. I'm trying to use all the planes of motion to help us get very functional training done. Now, here's my little weighted leg, right? Soften the knee, okay? Start loading the opposite leg of what you just did. Okay, so now I'm gonna go this way, but I'm gonna come across the front. Okay, so I have to have my chair forward a bit, and I'm gonna come right here, and I'm gonna go across the front. So my leg is forward a bit. It's not just coming from here out. I've reached out, and now I'm gonna go across the front as if I was kicking a soccer ball. Or I was kicking kickball. I was at bat, so I'm kicking it. Okay. Keep pressing on the chair, but don't roll your shoulders. Okay, so I'm going to come out here, and then I want to lead with my ankle both ways. See, I'm leading with the ankle. My knee is soft. The supporting knee is soft. Breath. Breath. Hang out there, hang out there, hang out there. One more, one more, one more. Yeah. Rock your knees because you should have built up quite a bit of tension in that supporting leg, okay? Take a big breath in through the nose, out through the nose if possible. Here we go. Step forward a bit with your leg, okay? Now I'm engaging my shoulders to do this correctly, okay? My back leg is just soft, it's not locked because I really want this to burn. That's my goal, okay? That's one of the goals. So I'm gonna go across like I'm kicking a ball. Then I'm gonna go open and again. And you notice with a leg weight, I am not moving fast. I am not swinging it. I'm moving with very good purpose. So I'm gonna go this way as far as I can, see? Then I'm gonna go open, 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 leading with the what? Ankle. Here we go. And here we go. And here we go. Keep it going, breath. And go. And breath. Woo. Keep your shoulders down. Here we go. Lead with your ankle. Keep pushing down. Keep your back extended. Yeah. Keep your knees soft on the supporting leg. Okay, just a couple more. Tight tummy, tight tummy. Breath. And here we go. Down to the last two. I'm thinking. I think Kathy might have gone. Woo! Okay, that was two, right? Okay. Rotations for an inner set. Turn. Remember this one? Yeah. Soften your knees. You're not moving your feet. Your weight should help keep you grounded, actually. So turn and turn. See that? Turn and turn. So my knees are soft, and I'm doing a nice inner set of mobility turns to recover and to reset my hips, my back, my shoulders, all of that. Take a big breath. Couple more turns. Keep your shoulders down. Big breath, big breath, big breath, big breath. Pull those fingers back. Again, pull the fingers back and then do a wrist circle, wrist circle. See these wrist circles? These are so easy to do. And some people might think, oh, that's too easy. And I'm like, that's a rotation through your wrist. This is a rotation through your shoulders. Okay. These are very good to do. Okay. And before you get up in the morning, rotations of the ankle, big deal. We'll do them at the end of class today. So I want to utilize our leg weights. We have them on, and I don't want to just keep putting them on, take them off, put them on. So I'm trying to do a segment right here with them on. Okay. Now, now we're ready to hit the gluteal and the hamstring. So what does this mean? This means we have to stay extremely tight. That's what that means. In my butt. So act like somebody's coming at you with a shot. Which for Kathy, that might happen. Oh, sorry. Okay, are you ready? So I'm right here. First of all, I'm going to put my toe right here. See that? So anytime I need to take a break, see, I can put my toe right up here. For those of you who do a lot of standing and you have delicate backs, need a stool about like this, something that won't move on you, wherever you're standing and doing things, and it will help relieve your back. Okay, that's number one. Number two, release your butt before you start to tighten it, before we do our lifts. Put your hands right back here, and you're gonna push your hips toward the chair. Okay, so drop your chin, drop your shoulders. Don't tighten, okay? Push with a soft knee, drop your shoulders, push the hips toward the chair, push them in there, push them in there, push them in there. Knees are soft, okay? Really pull that chin in. So you're doing a retraction here. Soft knees, drop your shoulders. Woo! Hyperextension of the back. 5, 4, 3, hold it, 2, 1. And come out of that and do your little turn, see? Do your little turn. Those are all recovery techniques. If you're standing somewhere in line, put your foot up on a curb, on whatever that you have. A lot of times they have, like, you've seen these yoga blocks, they're very lightweight. Try to put your foot up on something. It will help you, but here's the trick. When you put your foot up, don't push this hip out. That would be a mistake. Soften your knee, but don't push the hip out, okay? So those are great recoveries. All right, now we're ready to innervate. That means light up those gluteals and hamstrings, okay? Now we're gonna add a little rotation on the ankle. Drop your shoulders, pick which leg you're going first, I don't care which. Put it back here. Now you tighten the gluteal. Take a breath, lift, and exhale, okay? So it should be a pretty good amount of effort. Breathe in, lift, exhale. Breathe in, woo. Breathe in. Make sure you're going through the nose. Keep your shoulders down, keep your knees soft. Here we go. Pull. Yes. So this is a pulling lift. You're pulling through those gluteals. You're pulling through the hamstrings. Now hold it there and do ankle circles, ankle circles, ankle circles, ankle circles. Two more ankle circles, and step. Take a big breath, rotate. I'm telling you, you're gonna need to do these. When you're really hitting the back muscles, the gluteal, with weights in your legs, you're gonna need to take breaks. Okay, you ready? Here we go, drop your shoulders, put the leg back. Okay, drop your shoulders again, say rib cage up. Breathe, squeeze your gluteal and lift. Yeah, breathe and exhale. Breathe in, exhale. Say rib cage up. Okay, don't jerk it. You want it squeezing from your gluteal. Ah. Breath. Try to go in through the nose, out through the nose. Don't throw the thing. Keep going, squeeze your butt. Okay, keep going, 3 more. Here we go. Okay, last one. And ankle circles, ankle circles, ankle circles, ankle circles, ankle circles. Yay. Turn that chair around. Now we're going to do a full body with our leg weights on. Okay. Move carefully. Hands go right here on the chair. Chin tucks. And I'm going to step one leg back. I'm going to stretch through the calf. I'm going to step the other leg back. Stretch through the calf. Then I'm going to go into my plank. So this is our modified chair plank. Okay. Take a big deep breath. Then I want you to push your butt back. Stretch all the way through your hamstrings, your back, your shoulders. Then you come right on back here into your plank. So hold your plank, tighten up your gluteals right now. Right there. Tighten up. Take a breath. Drop your shoulders. Bring one knee in. Bring it back. Tighten up the tummy. Squeeze your butt. Bring one knee in. Bring it back. Tighten up the gluteals. Drop your shoulders. Bring one knee in. Bring it back. Go through that whole thing. Drop your shoulders. Draw back. Here we go. Drop the shoulders. Woo! Breath. Here we go. In. Breath. Do not round your back. Any bending is going through the knee and the hip. It is not going through our back. Take a breath. Stay into that little planky move. Yeah, who would have thought that you could do this with your ankle weights and that would be harder? Take a breath, drop your shoulders. Two more. Here we go. One more. And finish with the other leg. Come up, put your feet down, stretch back, really push back into your heels, okay? Really let those shoulders come way up, sit back into the heels, take a big breath, and then come back. Right to your chair. All right, how are you gonna get these things off? You go wide, you do a hip hinge. So you think about those moves because you're gonna go down. And I don't want you to curl your back. So I'm right here. All I have to do is find my little strap. I release it, it's right there. I lean in from my hip. I release my ankle weight. It's right there. I grab my little band that's right here on my chair, okay? And I'm gonna rotate my wrist from here to here. See that? See my little band is right here. And I just go like this. Do you remember this move that we started with? Look at my wrist, okay? I'm very extended, okay? And I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna put my thumbs through. Then I'm gonna rotate my wrist and come right back in. I'm gonna keep the band taut. See, it doesn't have a slub in it. Open it, that means shoulders. Rotate, thumbs pull, shoulders down. Stay right here. See how my knee is headed down and I'm gonna lean back. And I'm gonna rotate in and back. Drop your shoulders. Open back. Should be getting a big stretch through those flexors there. Woo! Just like that. And I'm gonna turn, see? I'm gonna drop that down and I'm gonna open back until I feel the stretch. And I'm gonna go thumbs and then I'm gonna go pull through the shoulders. Thumbs, pull through the shoulders. Thumbs, lean back, pull through the shoulders. I'm gonna rotate, put my little band right there. I'm gonna lead the choir. I'm gonna come up and out. So here's the deal. A lot of people sit a lot. And then something happens and they try to get up. Do some of these rotations before you go to stand, okay? It will help you make a much smoother work of it all. Good job, y'all. Rotations.